Hopefully the YouTube app is working this time. So the topic of discussion in this live stream is keeping your customers happy, right? So obviously, doing good work, showing up on time, not causing them problems, all that stuff is in line with keeping your customers happy, right? Here's how you go the extra mile. You tell them you're thankful for the work, right? Being thankful for the work that they're giving you is very important, in my opinion. Very important. People like people who are thankful and grateful for, everything. Like the people you like being around are people that are grateful. You know what I mean? If somebody's doing something for you, that's making your life better, you've got to be thankful for that. So when you start running a business like the way I got going on, and you got, a few customers that you're doing, tens of thousands of dollars worth of revenue through, possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of revenue through, you got to think, how do you show appreciation to those companies like that? How do you show appreciation? Haven't had any problems with the emissions on the super dump, Sean. The Peterbilt side of everything on that dump truck's been amazing. No problems whatsoever. So last year, well, really it was kind of my first year to my second year in business. I really started realizing, like, man, like these customers are really making my life amazing. Like, I gotta step up and, show them that I'm thankful for that, and, the people that are helping me out in my business. And I'm not telling you guys all this stuff just to ring my own bell or nothing. It's just, I want to show you it in action so you know what it looks like, actually going the extra mile and really saying thank you to your customers, So, like, I got a few customers, they make probably millions of dollars a year, they're running millions of dollars a year through their business. So how do you tell a business owner that you're thankful for them when they got all the money in the world that they really need? Like, there's nothing they'll ever need. They got it. If they need it, they got it. How do you show appreciation? How do you, go out of your way and say, hey, man, I'm really thankful for all the work. You've made my business amazing this year. You've made my life better. You've helped, feed my family. Yes, I did all the work, and I deserved what I made, but you gave me that opportunity. So, one thing I did last year and I'm doing this year is I work with a lot of dudes, right? So guys are pretty simple-minded. Like, we're not complicated at all, It's like, guys like cars, guys like knives, guys like guns, it's pretty simple to know what a guy likes. I mean, every guy likes the same thing, basically, unless they're, queer or something. So, I mean, it's pretty cut and dry, If you get something you like, they're probably going to like it too, So, my first year, I didn't really give any of my customers anything, per se. But I did give one of my friends a very nice bag for, like a laptop bag, because she's helping me out with all my office stuff, And I went out of my way and I bought, like, you know, a very nice bag. I'm not talking like a Walmart bag or something. It was very expensive, you know. Second year, I had my customer Ridgeline, you know, I did like $70,000 worth of revenue through this one company, right? So what did I do? He had one main foreman and himself. I went and I bought them both Benchmade pocket knife for each of them. It's like a $200 pocket knife, right? I mean, it's not no cheesy gas station pocket knife. However, those are still cool, you know. And I was talking to my driver, I'm like, every guy loves a pocket knife. You can't go wrong with giving a dude a pocket knife. Like, they're freaking cool, you know. So I went out, I bought these 2 expensive pocket knives, gave them to them, and you know, they were very thankful. And then like 2 weeks later, the foreman was like, hey man, that's a really nice pocket knife. Like, I didn't realize, but my son came up to me, he's like, Dad, you got a Benchmade pocket knife? Like, his son knew what it was. He didn't really know what it was. And he's like, hey man, you went the extra mile. I appreciate that. That was awesome, you know. And it's just those little things like that, man. You don't have to be, you don't go out and tell them like, man, I bought this for you, or, you know, you just go, you do something thoughtful, and then, you know, it will never hurt you in the long run. It will always, you know, everybody says every good deed never goes unpunished, but I will say that every good deed I've ever done has always come back around to lift me up even higher, you know. I always try and go that extra mile, you know, and I try not to talk about it, but you guys need to know, when you run a business, you know, and you get to the level that I'm at, even if you're not at this level, you still have to do something to show your appreciation. You know, whether it's like a $50 Starbucks card to the office lady, or this or that, or, you know, we make all this extra money. What good is it if you don't do anything with it? If you don't make people's lives better, it ain't worth anything. It's just paper. You know, money is just paper. At the end of the day, nobody gets to take it with them when they die. So you might as well make somebody's week or month or year. You know, 2020's been a hard year on a lot of people. So, you know, those of you that were blessed, I was significantly blessed by my customers, Sound Earth Works and Washington Rock. I'm definitely going to be going out of my way to tell the owners and some of the employees that I, you know, work with. I mean, obviously, I can't give everybody a $200 knife. I mean, I don't have that kind of money, you know. But the people that I am interacting with and the people that made it happen, like those people, you know, sometimes going further than a thank you really means something, you know, and it helps people renew their faith in humanity. So, you know, that's just what it is, what it is, you know. So, I just want to do that short little video, tell you guys, you know, I mean, it doesn't even really have to be expensive, you know, but if you've done a lot of business, a lot of revenue through a company, don't cheese out on something cheesy, man. Go the extra mile, you know. It stings a little bit, but when you see their face and you see, you know, how happy they are, and they're like, man, this guy, it makes a connection, you know. We're all human, you know, we're not just numbers. Great idea. I have one customer I've done over 80,000 with, and I've been racking my brain on what to get them. Yeah, I mean, it's so tough. Like, JR, like, the owner of SEI, I mean, that guy has more money than you can shake a stick at. Like, what do you get somebody that has that? You know, I don't think at that point it really matters what you get them, but it matters that you show them that it's serious. You know what I mean? I think, you know, even a handwritten card is better than nothing, right? So, I mean, I always, you know, it's kind of goes back to the Bible, you know, when the 9 leopards or the 10 leopards, you know, got cleaned by Jesus, and then there was only one of them who turned around and said, thank you. You know, I want to be the one guy that turns around and says, hey man, you made my business amazing this year, thank you. You know, so be the one person that turns around and says thank you. You know, be grateful. You know, show your gratitude for the people that make your life amazing. Because when you stop and take a look at all your blessings, and you stop and take a look at all of, you know, the nice things in life, especially us in America, and, you know, you know, countries like America, you know, like, we literally have the easiest lives in all of history. Like, if I want something to eat, I can go get something to eat. I don't have to kill it. Like, I don't have to go dig through garbage to get something to eat. Like, you know, like, our lives are so blessed. You know, if you're watching this video, guaranteed your life's way better than some of the people I met in Peru. I mean, I met some people that were so humble there. Their houses were literally made out of, like, cardboard and tarp. Like, I've met people like that. Like, you don't know what you have, you know, unless you see what people really outside of your world have, you know. You know, they call us the first world for a reason. You know, you go to places like that and you see, you know, the real humble, the real poor people, like, that actually exist. Like, I know you see those commercials and you're like, that doesn't really exist. Yes, it really does exist. And there are people with flies in their eyeballs, and, you know, they don't have socks, they don't have shoes, they're running around with one pair of shorts and that's all they have. You know, there are people like that in this world. Like, it's real. You know, I've seen it. When I lived in Peru for 2 years, you know, so I really had an eye-opener on, you know, being thankful for the stuff that I got. I'm a big complainer. I complain all the time. But, like, when I take a seat back and I just like, man, remember that when you're in Peru and, you know, they handed you a piece of bread and it had, like, friggin' ants crawling in it, but that was all they had to give, and they were happy to give it to you. And it was like, man, dude, these people, like, you know, they were grateful people. You know, even though they had so little, they were grateful, you know. So, moral of the story, you ain't gonna die with your money, so you might as well do something nice with it, you know. Definitely say thank you to the people and make it, you know, meaningful. You know what's meaningful. They'll know what's meaningful. You know, it's just something, you know. Guys like guy things, women like women things, you know, if, you know. But anyways, I just want to do that short little video, tell you guys that's what I'm up to today. I bought some gifts, going around to my customers, making them know that, you know, I really appreciate the work that they gave me this year, and it's been an amazing year. And you know, the year still ain't over, but, you know, keeping those relations is very important, you know. And it can't be some fake stuff either, you know. You can't be a fake, you know, hey, thank you for the business, you know. It's, you know, hand it to them straight across the table and look them in the eye and say, hey man, I appreciate the work, you know. Look them in the eyeballs, you know. That's the problem with a lot of people in America. They haven't got to see things like you have, or I have got to see in North Africa. Yeah, I mean, 70% of the people will never leave their state, you know, or they'll never leave their hometown, or I don't know what the statistics are, but not everybody goes to Mexico, and if they do, they're in the tourist areas. Not everybody goes to, you know, El Salvador, or, you know, Guatemala, Peru, Chile, Venezuela. I mean, you guys, and those are just the ones that come to my mind. Like, you know, but there are other countries that I don't even know how to pronounce. But I've seen, I mean, I don't know how there could be people even poorer than what I've seen, but I'm sure there are, you know. Just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You know, I'm sure there's probably still slaves somewhere in the world, like we just don't know about it, you know. You know, there's so much we don't really know in America. Like, I mean, we see what's around us and we see how amazing it is, but when that's all you see every single day, it becomes not amazing. You know, it's just like the super dump, you know, it's just another tool, you know. But when I stop and I sit back and I'm like, dang, that truck is massive. You know, this equipment is amazing, you know. It's just mind-blowing, you know. When you sit back and you look at the technology and the advances we've had, you know, the human race has come so far. I mean, and we're going to keep going. So, you know, help it along, be thankful, be grateful, you know. Anyways, share your experience. If you got something cool for a customer, put it down in the comments. I want to know what you got your customer, you know, and what was their reaction. You know, tell me your story. Let me know, you know. Or if you haven't and you're going to try it, let me know how it goes, you know. Anyways, guys, don't forget to pound that like button and pound that subscribe button. As always, got more great content coming to you every single day, whether it's in an image or a video or live or, you know, Instagram. Anyways, you get the picture. Catch you guys on the next one.